Who that family? Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. Check out the Pro Shop and who that too.
You're listening to the Pelicans post-game report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Coach, congrats. What a great win. You were forced out of necessity to go to a big lineup, but except the third quarter, it really seemed to work well. What do you think made that gel?
Well, I mean, I thought our guys played hard. We made a lot of defensive mistakes with that lineup, and their bigs hit a lot of threes. Their bigs and Tate, the guys our bigs were guarding. We've got to try to be a little bit better because we're down on guard. We're going to have to play big, and we've got to be able to do a better job. But that's tough. I mean, it's tough when you've got bigs out on.
High and three-pointers. What did you like best about his game tonight as he really seemed to be the catalyst?
Well, yeah, I mean, his shooting really, really helped us, and I thought he played well defensively. Yeah, he just cramped up at the end of the game, but look, the guy wanted back in the game. I mean, I took him out to get a rest in the third quarter. Things went south, and he just said, "Put me back in." I was like, "All right, sounds good." And he went back in, and we gave him one little minute there in the fourth quarter, and then we gave Bled about a minute, and that was it. Those guys had to finish. And then when Lonzo went down, Bled was the last man standing, the only starter we had left to go down the stretch. So guys like Najee and Wes Jackson playing all of his minutes at the four spot. Not at center. Billy played a lot of minutes in a row and was tremendous. James, we've had for a week, and we played him at the three tonight. He'd been playing all the four, so guys had to do a lot of different things. So it was a great win to get, and we made some plays down the stretch and got some stops. So thankfully, very, very good.
Yeah, Coach, kind of leading into the next question. You had to be sitting there with 3 minutes left in the ball game, looking at who was on the floor, going, "There's no way in the world I would have envisioned these five on the floor at the same time." But those guys were able to finish it out.
Yeah, they did. They fought hard, and sometimes that's all it takes. Like, just have some fight in you. We made some plays down the stretch, but we fought hard, and we got some rebounds, and that's what really matters.
Did you think in the third quarter, especially in the early stage of the third, that your team got a little 3-point happy, and that allowed Houston to kind of get back into it?
I say this all the time, Todd, and as much as I love all you people in the media, that's the one that always cracks me up. When the ball's going in from three, you guys talk about what great ball movement and boom, boom, boom. And then when you're missing, they're settling for three. It's like, how do you want guys to select, do shot selection, I mean, no, they were good shots. We didn't make them. Those were good shots. So no, maybe we should have had the ball hit the paint first more. I mean, I'll admit that, but listen, our main paint attack guys are not in there right now. So it makes it a little bit tougher to play that way. I thought the problem in the early third quarter was our transition defense. It just wasn't good enough. It wasn't hard enough. No sense of urgency. And transition defense has been a little bit of a problem as it is, and that's something we've just got to take care of.
Yeah, Eric, before we have another question about the three-point shooting. With Lonzo, I mean, when he came into the league to where he is now, it's just a completely different shot. The 8-3 tonight. How impressive is that? I mean, a guy just, has a complete mechanical overhaul, and for him to get to the point where he's at as an outside shooter now.
And from last year to this year in his free throw shooting, last year, the chance of him getting fouled on a three and go to the line and make three would have been slim and none, right? So you have to give him a ton of credit because it's hard for guys to make those kind of changes anyway. But when you've had as much success playing basketball in your life as Lonzo Ball has, to be the number 2 pick in the draft and to have the humility to say, I need to change something. I need to get better. And then to come in and do the work he does with Fred and put in that time and effort. I mean, that's something to really be admired. I think players especially, don't understand sometimes the meaning of humility. It's not modesty. Humility isn't saying, oh, I'm really not that good and not getting into an ego thing. Humility is being able to sit back and realistically look at what do I have to do to get better? And that's a tough thing for a lot of guys. And I think what Lonzo's done over the last 2 years to improve his shooting is one of the best stories in this league. Obviously, I'm biased sitting here, but if you listen to me last year when I was doing commentary, I was saying the same thing, even before I was coaching, because that's a hard thing to do. And he made a total overhaul of his shot from the way he shot the ball coming up through high school, college, and his first couple of years in the NBA. And now, he's just a great shooter. I mean, and now he's going to the line and making free throws. All the credit in the world to him. And even then, he'll give the credit to Fred, which Fred deserves a lot of credit. But no coach gets anywhere with the player without the player's work ethic and humility and desire to learn. So those guys have been a great combo, and Lonzo deserves all the success he's had.
He sure does, man. I don't know where we would be without Lonzo's contribution tonight. 27 points on the night for Lonzo Ball, and perhaps one, a Pelican that we really need with B.I., Zion, Josh Hart, guys missing time. It was a breath of fresh air to get Lonzo Ball back in the game tonight, and we get the win. So it wasn't exactly a perfect win, but hell, I'll take it, man, especially after the 2-game slide that we've been on. So for all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Post-Game Report. We in the building. I'm Big Q chiming in on the Pelican Post-Game Report. I thank all the family members for chiming in on this Pelican Post-Game Report edition as the Pelicans. That's right, the Pelicans get the win 122-115 in this thing. I'll be running through this thing tonight. DC couldn't make it, but much love to my dog DC, and Swade was supposed to be on, but I don't think he is inebriated enough to get on. So we're going to just keep his ass up out of here. So with that being said, I'd like to thank all the family members for chiming in on this edition. Please feel free to hit upon the like button. If you aren't a subscriber to the Pelican Post-Game Report, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and also join the flock. So big ups to all of the other flock and flockers in the building. Big ups to the family, and happy Easter to you guys in this Easter edition of the Pelican Post-Game Report, and we get the win. So big ups to all the family members joining in this thing as we get into the recap. I promise I won't keep y'all long tonight on this show. So without further ado, we'll get into it. And man, what can I tell you about the Pelicans, man? They turned in a pretty beautiful, performance today by the point in the matchup. I love the production of Najee Marshall and Billy Hernan Gomez off the bench to solidify the bench. 4-man off the bench thing. Lonzo Ball just was perfect. Good to have him there. And of course, they're saying that we could be without the rest of our guys moving forward. So man, let me for the interim anyway, Josh Hart was a major downput. So like I said, family, a lot of stuff that's happening, man, to be honest with you, that's been going on with the team. And the reality at the end of the day is I'm just really proud of them coming together and getting this win in a major way. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Very proud of my Pelicans. And James Johnson. How about James Johnson, family? How about James Johnson? I mean, those guys since they've been here have been serious contributors, and I just got to give all the praise in the world to James Johnson in this matchup. Really, truly, and keep it real with you. He was phenomenal in these last three contests. The Pelicans, since he's been here in the trade, he has been absolutely rock solid for the Pelicans. And I just can't wait till where everybody comes back healthy and we get ready for that playoff run. How James Johnson and even young Wesley Awandu is going to help this team out. And even with the team struggling with the injuries that we're dealing with, you're starting to see that other guys could play. We see that Najee Marshall could play. You see that you knew about Billy Hernan Gomez. But like I said, we've got players on this damn team, and we need to keep these guys moving along. So let's edit the video. All right, fam, we back. We cleared it up. So let's keep it moving, man, on this one. Put one in the chat. We just had a little issue right there. Had to just hit on some buttons and clear up some stuff. So we good. We're gonna keep it rolling. So thank y'all guys for being here. Fam, we back. We cleared hold on here. Yeah, there we go. My other screen. But anyway, let's get back to business. I just want to give big credit up to what happened with the Pelicans today. A terrific win by the Pelicans, doing it big. And they got a team effort all together. Lonzo Ball was big in this with 27 points, like I said, in 37 minutes of action, 18 from Juwan Johnson, and 18 and 7 with 4 blocks in the contest. Steven Adams, 12 with 11. 11 for Jackson Hayes with 7 rebounds as well. 19 from Eric Bledsoe. And, of course, 12 off the bench from Najee Marshall and Billy Hernan Gomez was also a big thing as well. So, what I really like about the fact that this matchup is we beat the Houston Rockets, right? Nothing to really brag about right there, but it snaps the 2-game slide. It puts us back on the plus side of things. As you look at, you can see on their side of things, their top guy was Kelly Olynyk. He had 26 points in 33 minutes of action. Their other big guys was 19 points for Jayson Tate, 15 for Christian Wood in the matchup, 12 apiece for Brown and Kevin Porter Jr. Not enough. And like I said, the Pelicans could have really beat this team by a lot more. But remember, they didn't shoot too well from the free throw line. They were 22 of 35 for a ridiculous 63%, which if they would have hit a higher clip, they could have smoked this team by a lot more than that. So, but it doesn't matter. We get the win. We on the plus side of things as we moving forward. So, like I said, I'm very proud of this win right here. And as we keep it moving, so we're gonna get into the next matchup. But listen, man, uh, how about James Johnson? You know, Lonzo Ball comes back. Lonzo Ball makes some things happen, right? Lonzo comes back. He shakes and breaks. He makes some stuff happen. James Johnson comes into the fray. He was playing stellar ball the last few games. He continues to be just a knockdown, drag out player for them. NAW struggled a bit in this one, but man, the Pelicans still put it together and got a pretty decent win. And I'm like I said, I'm proud of the young team is struggling to get the win. But I was just so happy to see Lonzo Ball get out there because we just needed one piece of person that can actually kind of facilitate things, and having him to give the type of production he had. Lonzo had 8 damn 3-pointers in this matchup. He had all his free throws. He was playing very good defense out there as well. So I got to give credit where credit is due to Lonzo Ball, James Johnson, Jackson Hayes played well, Billy Hernan Gomez, and even Najee Marshall, them damn G League guys. I've been saying it the whole damn year. Stan the man Van Gundy, open up your damn bench. Open up. That's how you knew about it with Billy Hernan Gomez. That's how you knew about Najee Marshall. That's how you knew about NAW. That's how you knew about the rest of these players, that you're going to need these guys to contribute deeper into the season when we get into the part of the season that really matter, which is the playoff time. So it's good to see that out of necessity, we was forced to play Najee Marshall, but he did show you that he can ball. So let's remember that now, Pelican Collective, man, because that's what we need to do. Now, the next matchup is on the 6th coming up. The Pelicans have the Atlanta Hawks again. So they got a couple of days, and then we travel to Atlanta, and we go down there and see if we can bust them in the head and get a win against them. So we got to make sure we make this count coming this time around against the Atlanta Hawks. They're 26-24, 12-9 at home. Pelicans improve 22-27, 5 games underneath 500. The race for 5 it'll be difficult. Of course, we recognize that Zion Williamson, when more than likely the reports are saying that he's going to be out. Him and BI is going to be out. They're saying Isaiah Thomas could be out as well. We don't know. We'll keep an eye on that because Isaiah Thomas was, according to reports, was supposed to be available for this matchup. He is not, but from rumors on the street is he should be ready for the Atlanta game. We'll see how that shakes. We'll see how it goes because we know KLJ has some issues as well. He didn't go tonight, but he is supposed to be good to go in the Atlantic matchup. So we kind of getting banged up on the back end of the season with both KLJ and NAW having some injury concerns right here. So the Pelicans, man, we were rolling along nice and good, and then all of a sudden, wham, bam, boom, some Little Richard type crap going on. We just fell out. We just fell through the flow, you know what I'm saying? And we had all these injuries to our major people, but this is where we start building that toughness, that character, developing those guys, the bench guys to come in and get meaningful minutes. Trust me, it's a blessing in disguise to have James Johnson, Wesley Iwundu, these guys getting really, really heavy minutes, man. This is going to help out as we move on into the season. I'm just so, man, James Johnson, man, I mean, he's been absolutely amazing for the Pelicans since he's gotten here. He's been turning in some great performances. And like I said, he fits like a glove to the Pelican organization. He completes the bench, and I just can't wait till all of our guys get healthy so we can keep going. All right, let's span ahead to the Pelicans versus the Atlanta Hawks matchup. As you can see, Isaiah Thomas is listed as out, as well as Zion, BI, KLJ, and NAW is listed as day-to-day. Word on the street, these guys are supposed to play. We'll see. Of course, Josh Hart is out for an extended period of time. Atlanta, John Collins is out. DeAndre Hunter is out. Chris Dunn is out. I don't know if Trae Young will be available in this matchup, but we'll see. Moving ahead, we'll see how that works moving ahead. Hopefully he isn't, but we know Lonzo will be there. We'll see how they go. The Pelicans 115, averaging 115 a night, giving up 115.1 according to statistics, 48.5 on the percentage, 46.2 on the rebounds, 26.2 on the assists, 4.2 on the block, 7.1 on the steals. And of course, they're 5-5 in the last 10 contests. Atlanta, which, a couple of days ago, we beat the Pelicans. They're averaging 113 while giving up 110.7. And since Nate McMillan took over this team, they have been an absolute juggernaut. They've won what 7 out of 10, 6 out of 4, and they're currently on a 3-game winning streak. So I'm just saying, man, they are a splendid ball club under the tutelage of Nate McMillan. That just goes to show you when you got somebody that knows what they're doing, that knows the team. I mean, this team took off soon as he took over the reins. Soon as Lloyd was out of there, and you know what the hell he was doing? They put Nate McMillan in there. He knew exactly what he needed to do. Next thing you know, this team took off like that, and they're +2, and over the 500 marker right there. Streamlining toward the playoffs. So. They average 113, giving up 110.7, 46.3 on the field goal percentage, 45.5 on the rebounds, 24.3 on the assists, 5 straight on the block, 6.9 on the steals, 3-game winning streak, 6-4 last 10 contests. And like we showing, you see right here, the Pelicans need to get revenge on the Hawk squad. They beat us by 23 points a couple of days ago. We got to take it to their building and knock their ass off. Pelicans right now are 22-27, currently positioned 5.5 games back of Dallas, who leads the Southwest, with Memphis second and San Antonio. Pelicans need some wins, man. We're going to get healthy and keep pushing this thing. And, of course, you see Atlanta, with their recent good fortune, is tied for first place with the Miami Heat in the Southwest standings. So they went from worst to first, going on with Nate McMillan. So that's always a great thing. Let's take a look at the depth chart for this team. As you can see right here, they got Trae Young listed as good to go. So we might see Trae Young in this matchup, as you can see before he was out. But Trae Young is good to go. Bogdanovich is the shooting guard right there, who had a pretty good game against us. Really good game with us. He led the last outing a few days back. DeAndre Hunter is not going to be there. So expect to see Tony Snell and a few other people. John Collins is not there. So you might see Solomon Hill, but Danilo Gallinari might also play, and Clint Capella put on a really good show against the Pelicans as well. So like I said, they still have Lou Williams and Kevin Huerter and a few other guys that they won't have Chris Dunn there. But this Hawk team took the Pelicans apart. And, of course, we didn't have none of our people. We didn't have Lonzo. We didn't have B.I. We didn't have Zion. We didn't even have Steven Adams. So we'll have Lonzo here leading this reshuffled Pelican squad. Hopefully we'll get a BI back or perhaps a Zion. We'll see how that goes. It's a couple of days from now. Perhaps we'll get one of those guys back. I know KLJ and NAW is listed day to day. Perhaps we'll get those guys. And I'm thinking we should have and get a good look, our first look at Isaiah Thomas there, because we most certainly will need his offensive production against the Atlanta Hawks for the next couple of games until we get our roster, our guys back. So late season tamper, kind of speak with this, looking at what's going on with the Pelicans, whether it's all this stuff is happening with these injuries, man, really ridiculous. So all of a sudden the Hawks, which was one of the worst teams in their Southeast division, is now tied with first with the Miami Heat. And it's really interesting and fun at the same time to see it. Top scores for the team is, of course, Trae Young, 25.5 a game. Capella had double-digit rebounds against the Pelicans. He averages 14 on the season. Trae Young is also averaging shy of 10 assists per contest, so he turned into a world beater there. Capella is 2.3 on the block. Steals is Kevin Huerter, who has 1.2 there. So as you can see, 25.5 points by Trae Young, lighting them up, shooting a clip. And, of course, John Collins, the second best player, and DeAndre Hunter, the third there. Those guys are not in there, so they're missing 18 points for Collins, 16 points for DeAndre Hunter, but they still have Lou Williams who come in there and help. Gallinari should play, gives you 13. Bogdanovich who can light you up. So they have a few other people that should be good to go. And, of course, we've seen sorry Solomon Hill playing a matchup and get a win over the Pelicans. So, and remember, Dale Demps played that asshole too. So I was thinking about how trash Dale Demps was back in the day. And to be honest with you, Dale Demps paid Solomon Hill $40 million. Y'all remember that? I'm just saying, man, boy, we could have been a lot further along if it wasn't for trash GMs. So let's big ups to the Pelicans, man. I appreciate y'all for being in here. Much love to you as I give a shout out to the Pelican Nation. The Flock and Flockers are in the building. Josh, big ups to you. Good to see you in there. Much love to KK504 and 404 Lady. Big ups to you. Thank you for joining us. Pelicans Noel in the building. What's happening? My dog Teal in the building. What's up, Teal? Good to see my dog in the building. Mr. 100 is in the building as well. Good to see you, Jabari is also in the building. True Louisiana in the building. Brother Jerry is in the building. Much love to all y'all as well. What's up, Greg? Greg CTC is in the building. What's up, fam? Good to see you. What's up, VB Saints Pals lady in the building? Good to see you as well. Much love to you and appreciate you joining the flock tonight. Much love. Brother John is in the building as well. Big ups to you. Appreciate y'all for being here. And let's see who else we got. I don't leave nobody else. What's up, Trey? Trey Joseph in the building. Big ups to you too, fam. What's up, Devin? Devin's in the building. And what's up? What's up, Go Off? Go Off's in the building. So, like I said, fam, the Pelicans, man, all of a sudden we just have a rash of injuries, man. And I gotta, give a lot of credit to David Griffin. Not so much Trajan Langdon, but the true general manager of the team. Who speaks to the media on moves, and I'm like, we got an invisible general manager. No, we only got one dude. But we got to give credit. The Isaiah Thomas move, the James Johnson move, Wesley Nwando. And remember, a lot of people were critical of the James Johnson move, saying, oh, we James Johnson. Who the hell is that? Well, now you know who the hell that is. You know who the hell that is. So let's keep it moving here. So big ups to y'all. Thank y'all. What's up, SMG as well? Much up, fam. Good to see you in the Pel chat. State of the Pelicans. DJ is in the building as well. Brother Jasper is in the building. Big Jedediah is in the building. Much love to you guys. Appreciate y'all on a very happy and successful Pelican post-game report. Kenneth Barnes, big ups to you, fam. Good to see you in the chat as well. And I don't think I forgot anybody, man. I think I got everybody as well. So what's up, Summer? Big ups to Summer as well. And Kenneth says he got a question. Kenneth said, yo, Q, look up Ashley Waters. That's where Eric Bledsoe be. Okay, Ashley Waters. That's where he be. Ashley Waters. Look up Ashley Waters. That what Chief Bleeding Sore goes? Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm going to do that. Hold on right quick, Kenneth. Let me look up Ashley Waters and see what you're talking about here. All right, let's see. Ashley Waters. All right. Ashley Waters is a rapper. Is that who you're talking about? Is that a place or a person? Ashley Waters, so known by his stage name, Asher D, is an English rapper. Is that who you're talking about? That can't be who you're talking about. An English rapper? I hope that's not where he be, but you never know nowadays, right? But anyway, that might be a spa or something, I'm hoping, right? True Louisiana say, yep, I remember they mentioned that the other day, how stupid it was, $40 million to a guy that scored 2 points in football. Man, that dude was awful. Yeah, Dale Dempsey's awful. Thank you, KK504 and 404 lady. Appreciate you for that. And once again, family, like I said, I won't hold y'all tonight, man. I just wanted to come and drop the report on y'all, man. And listen, very proud of the young Pelicans, man. You got to get the Pelicans. A lot of people critical of the Pelicans. This is a young team making it. And people say, Q, they headed to the lottery. Q, they going to the lottery. I kept telling family members, say, listen, man, no, they're not heading to the lottery. The Pelicans are a playoff team, and Griffin showing you with the acquisitions of getting James Johnson, Wesley Nwando, and of course getting Isaiah Thomas and getting these guys together, that the Pelicans have every indicator and throwing every indication that they're trying to get a playoff berth. That's what's going on here with the Pelicans. So, like I said, man, 5 games we're under 500. I think we're 2 games out from the playoff spot So, I mean, we right in the thick of things if you think about it. Matter of fact, let me pull up and show you guys the standings just in case you guys don't know about the Western Conference standings. Josh says Lonzo and NAW both need to start. I think he ventilated what happened. What's up, Scotty? Scotty says holding it down from Colorado. All right. Appreciate you, Scotty, for being here. Much love to your fam, and go Pels to you, man. And appreciate you being with us. All right. Now, let me see if I can pull up the Eastern Conference, Western Conference final. The Pelicans, yeah, you look at where the Pelicans are. Let me get this on screen. I'm going to share it with the family members just to show people who might not be paying attention to the standings, because they got some people like that sometimes that's right there. They're like, oh, man, we ain't going to make it. And then they don't be paying attention to the standings. Well, let me just show you what the standings look like that, fam. Let me put that on the screen for you. All right. Here we go. All right. So this Western Conference Finals. Conference standings right here. As you can see, Utah 1, Suns, Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers, Blazers, Mavericks, Grizzlies, and then of course you see the Spurs, Warriors, and there go them Pelicans. There go those Pelicans. So remember, you just have to be in this spot right here to get the playoff with Memphis for that. As you can see, The Spurs are 24-23. The Pelicans are 22-27. So even though we are there, we are one game out from catching on to this Golden State Warrior club, who are currently on a 3-game losing streak, by the way. And of course, the San Antonio Spurs sit at that ninth position. But the Pelicans, man, we got to be fighting our ways to get closer and closer and closer to these teams, so we can get an opportunity to get that plan. Me personally, with the games that's remaining, I still want our team to put together a streak of wins. If we could put together something, we just need a strong streak of maybe 5 to 7 games. You know what I'm saying? We just have a late season push when everybody gets healthy, and we put together like a 5 or 6 game winning streak. That'll put us where we need to be. And I still say before the season ends, coming to the season, that the Pelicans do have that in them. They do have that in them to be able to go and reach in and get a late streak going to kind of make things very interesting. You can see as Lakers are tumbling because of their injury situation, but they're basically saying, well, we'll have some of these guys back for the playoffs, so we're going to kind of rest them out and do what we got to do until the playoff stands. Our team, the Pelicans, will get our people back. You got Lonzo back. He played really good tonight. Eventually we'll get BI, then Lonzo back. Josh Hart might have to wait a little bit, but we do have other people that's filling in that are going to make so with Josh Hart out, we see Najee Marshall, Wesley Iwundu getting action, James Johnson getting some action. So with that being said, these are turning out to be blessings in disguise, because it's giving some role players much needed minutes to get acclimated to the style of system that Stan Van Gundy's running. And as you can see, James Johnson knows just what's going on, fits it like a glove. So, I mean, hey, man, all I can say in the end, man, is that the Pelicans still are in close pursuit to get into that final seed. And they got plenty of games left. So with that being said, man, we're going to get it, man. We're going to get that. We're going to eventually get that lead, man, and we're going to make it happen. So with that being said, I'd like to thank all the family members for joining this episode of the Pelican Post-Game Report. If you're not a member of the flock, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Instantaneously, it helps out the platform in an epic way. So I'd like to thank all of y'all for joining this edition of the show. Sorry about the little hang up early on, but we're going to keep punching regardless of what the hell going on. You ain't going to stop us for delivering the good word of the Pelicans tonight. Let me tell you something. So with that being said, I'm going to say the phrase that pays before we leave. If you hear him talking about your Pelicans, you tell him in a New York accent to get the flock out of here and go flock yourselves. And I can't, and DC usually do the bird sound, so I go, I can't do the bird sound. Y'all do it for me. So with that being said, fam, I'm going to tip out on that. Much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining us. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace and go Pels.